to Lab 41. Today I want to talk about Twitter Sniper. It's a service to growth hack your Twitter account. And the reason we're doing this is that Twitter is just the most incredibly massive platform. It's around 800 million users and growing strong. And almost all of your competitors, your customers, and your industry leaders are on it. And even if doesn't matter what niche you're in, you will find your perfect customer probably has a Twitter account and is following various people. So I'm not going to be long about this. I'm just going to show you just the power of what it does. And let's jump right in. So let's pretend that we are a finance company and we want to target pension providers. All right, let's say we provide pensions. Now, I've got to ask myself the question, who would my perfect customer follow? In all likelihood, they're going to be following some of my competitors, because my competitors have probably spent a lot of time and money reaching the perfect customer. And so they will be following my competitors. And the second person they might be following is an industry leader. So in this case, they might be looking at the Financial Times or International Advisor, or whatever it is. There's an industry publication or magazine that our perfect customer would already be following. Think about it. If you had to advertise in an offline magazine or even an online magazine, you're trying to reach your customer that way. We're saying, okay, great, let's target their followers. So let's have a quick look. So what I did is I just dropped in the word pension provider, and then I scrolled down through some of the results and I see Pension Sync. So what I did is I opened them up and I noticed that this is Pension Sync. They do payroll and pensions, and they're based in England. Again, we can really narrow it down, and they've got 3,082 followers. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in, my team will go in and start following all of these followers, all of these 3,082 followers. These followers are people who are following Pension Sync. So they're interested in pensions in some shape or form or in this company. So if this is your competitor, they have worked very hard to build up these followers, and they're not going to follow them if they're not interested. So these are probably very good people to follow. Now, just to give you some idea, if we follow 100 people, we generally get 10 or 20% follow back ratio. So that means if we followed all 3,000, we should be able to get around 300 of their followers to 600 in the first time. Hopefully we can get it up to 1,000, but just remember that it's around 10 to 20%. So we'll slowly go in and follow all of their followers. Let's continue. We'd probably continue on and we'd look for the next, again, you would know your industry, you'd know exactly who they are, who are the big providers. So these guys, True Potential, this is our financial services group. So if you're into financial services in the UK, we'd then go and follow these followers here. And again, you're getting your 10 or 20% follow back. So you're getting roughly between 200 to 500 of their followers coming to follow you. And what you need to be aware of is that once they're following you, when you start tweeting something or tweeting your latest article or tweeting a link to your website or your latest service or promotion, these new 500 followers will see that, so will these, and all the followers that you gain. And so just to summarize, what's happening is we're going to go in and we're going to follow the people that your perfect customer, i.e. look at your competitors, look at your industry leaders, and go and follow their followers. They're going to follow us back at around 10 to 20%. And then every time you tweet or reach out, they will be receiving your tweets, a link to your website, your content, and your promotions. Another thing that we will be doing is we will be identifying people who are interested in finance or who've used certain words in the description. We can also go in and follow those people. So we can do a search for hashtag payroll, hashtag pensions, or any keywords you provide in the bio over here. We can go and find those people. Another thing we can do is we can go in and have a look at your followers. So whatever account you're in, if people aren't following you back, so in this case, these guys are following 4,600 people and only 3,000 follow back. So there's around 1,600 people who haven't really engaged with this brand that they're following. we will slowly go in and unfollow those to try and get this to a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning that for every person you follow, one person's following you back. And that's what we talk about account cleanup. You probably don't need to follow all these. This particular account wouldn't need to follow all 4,600. So we'd go in and every day slowly unfollow those people, those who obviously haven't followed you back. Another thing that we will be able to do with our Twitter Sniper is that whenever somebody follows you, we can send them a bespoke message or a direct message that says something to the effect of, "Hi, at PensionSync," or whoever the person is, "Thanks for following me. We really appreciate you've taken the time to have a look at what we do. Here's a link to our guide," or "Have you seen our website?" or whatever it is you want to promote. We can send them a direct message with that once they've followed you. And that is just incredibly powerful. It's a lot of work to do this, but the results speak for themselves. Generally, we find we're growing accounts somewhere over the region between 300 to 2,000 followers per month. That depends on the state of your account and various other factors. But do that for a year and you can have a very nice, strong Twitter presence, which is also good for your search engines and your entire brand visibility.